Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel. My name is Teresa Ellen Arianis, T.E.A., and this is Tea Time Adventures on YouTube. What do I have for you today? I have the Temu Spring Fling collab. Oh yeah, it is that time of year again. This is a quarterly collab, and some channels may stay, some channels may go, but all are welcome back. Now, our hostess and the creator of this collab is Mary Catherine, loves cats, and I'll tell you who is joining us for this round. Not only is Mary Catherine here, she also made our ad as well as our thumbnail, so thank you, Mary Catherine, for that. We have Carol Gardner, she's a hoot and a half, she is joining us today. We have Reviews with Sue, she's a superstar. We have Nona's here, and that is Teddy with her sidekick, Grumpy Grandpa. They are always a delight to watch. We have a Single Mom Review, that's Sherry, that's C-H-E-R-E, but it's still pronounced Sherry. And she does a lot of unboxings as well as purse sales as well, so you'll definitely want to check that out. Now we have two new channels that are joining us this round. There is Trisha's House, and she and I are just starting to get to know each other within the collab chat. And we also have Smile Until It Hurts. Now that is Eric and George. Also joining them is their little poochie Pink. So those are the 7 channels that will be joining us in this collab for this round. Now this starts on March 28th. Now that's 11 a.m. California time, all the way up to 2 p.m. Eastern time. And it runs until April 11th. That's a 2-week span that gives you plenty of time to watch all of the videos. I usually end my giveaway random tea time on the 11th. Now, the main thing for the rules is you must be publicly subscribed to all 7 channels. And if you don't know how to do that, if you're not sure, there will be a link down below to Mary Catherine's how-to video to make sure you are publicly subscribed. So you must be publicly subscribed to all 7 channels. You must make a nice comment on all 7 videos. Even if you're not following that content creator's special words, if they have one, but you do have to still make a nice comment. That way, when we go to check on the winners, we'll click on your little face and we'll say public subscriber. And then we'll go to each one of the videos and see if your comment is there and if you're publicly subscribed to all of this. So that is the basics. We'll go on a little bit more in detail on the rules for my giveaway. One of the things is that everything that I show here is in my giveaway, and I will always pad it out with extra things to fill the box, mostly skincare, definitely face masks. But these are supposed to be the things that exemplify spring. And technically, as we start this, spring just began last week. Now, out here in California, where I'm at, we've had summer-like weather. I kid you not. It has not been in the pleasant 60s and 70s for the most part. No, it was hitting 85 to 91 degrees. It's not even like that when we hit summer in September and October. No, so right now, I really wish I had the fan on. But I'm here to spring fling. All right, so the things that exemplify spring. Everything I'm showing here is in my giveaway. So the first thing that I'm thinking about is hair scrunchies. Time to pull that hair up and off the back of your neck, dress up in pretty little spring dresses, etc., etc. So we have some pretty spring colors. These are 5 scrunchies. We've got your lime green, you've got your blue, your purple, your red, and your pink. Actually, I'm not even sure if that's red. It might be such a deep fuchsia rose, almost like what I'm wearing here. But there are 5, can't even call them pastel colors, but let's call them springtime colors. You're getting 5 scrunchies. Okay. The next thing is, it's time to refresh. Everything's blossoming, blooming. The earth is coming back to life. You need a new pack of makeup. Little sponges, etc., etc. Different types of things. It all comes in a bag. There are 26 different pieces here. So you've got your little facial sponges, you've got itty bitty ones as well, you've got the little egg-shaped tiny ones to get under your eyes, you've got bigger ones here. There's a whole bunch of things in here. I can't remember if I believe there's even a set of brushes in this bag right here. Now I'll have the Temu pictures at the very end of my video so you can figure out what I'm talking about. I did not open this. It's just the little elastic gummy is ungummed. But you've got a whole set of makeup brushes as well as makeup sponges to start the spring off right. And of course, you got to have a little makeup with it. Now these are all very nice little shimmers. This ring light washes out the color, but they are three distinct blue-green sea foam. It doesn't look like that on the camera. That is more of like an orange versus a pink versus a purple. Now that purple looks like a midnight blue, but it's not. You've got an orange, another pink, and a yellow up here. So you've all got some glittery colors. Just the ring light is washing out the color, but you've got some pretty springtime colors right there for some makeup. Now the next thing is the flowers are blooming. I'm gonna warn you now. This vase is plastic. It does have a little flower motif to it. I would not trust it with water and real flowers. It is very lightweight plastic, but you could put some artificial flowers in it, but it's a pretty pastel blue for springtime fun. So again, could easily fit artificial flowers in here. I don't think you should trust it with real water and real flowers, unless it's maybe only one or two. I don't know if it's waterproof though, so just giving you a heads up, this is in the giveaway because it's time for flowers. Next thing is refreshing the kitchen, and Mary Catherine kind of gave me the ideas for this because I think she likes the Swedish towels, and that's what these are. They are a Swedish towel. There are two of them in here in pretty pastel colors with flowers, etc., etc. I think they were lilies and I thought possibly other types of roses. I'm not sure, but you've got two tea towels in here. Tea towels. But they're technically called Swedish towels. So you have that. All right, so what comes next? I'm not really sure because it's all a big jumble, but I'm going to say the next day to celebrate in spring is Star Wars Day. Yeah, you heard me. May the 4th be with you, Revenge of the 5th, and Return of the 6th. And we have 4 blow-up lightsabers. They're not going to look perfectly like lightsabers. There's Temu's version of lightsabers, but these are 4 blow-up toys that look kind of like lightsabers, and it's to celebrate what to me is a very special day, Star Wars Days. So I have been a Star Wars fan since it came out. Most of my major relationships have been based around the love of Star Wars, so this is one of the things that I exemplify as part of spring is May the 4th be with you. So you got 4 blow-up lightsabers. Lightsabers. Why am I saying lifesavers like I want a candy? Now I want a candy. Okay, next. So part of that is the 5th. What happens on the 5th? Cinco de Mayo. So that's part of my heritage. Spanish, Mexican, Irish, Scottish. So we're going to be celebrating Cinco de Mayo. So the first thing I have is taco holders. A set of 2 taco holders. You can make 4 tacos at a time. 1 for you, 1 for him, 1 for them, 1 for all for 1. And even if you don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo, there's always Taco Tuesday. So either way, these little tools will come in handy to help keep the tacos open while you fill them with love. So there's that. Now, along that same vein, we have an apron. I really don't want to open this, but it is basically, I would call them subtly a Mexican design to an apron. So if you're going to be cooking tacos in the kitchen, you might as well deck yourself out with an apron as well. Now the next thing that goes with it, and I am going to open these because I think I can get these safely back in the bag, are placemats to go with the Cinco de Mayo thing here. So you've got 4 placemats in a circular floral design. So we'll go ahead and open these up. Aren't those pretty? Aren't those gorgeous? even if you don't do Cinco de Mayo, even if you don't do Taco Tuesday, those are really pretty little placemats. So they're canvasy, easily washed and taken care of, and the apron is something, if it doesn't match exactly, it matches very, very similar. So you've got a whole set of there. You've got the apron for the kitchen, you've got the placemats for the dining table, and then you've got your tools for your taco bar to load things up. So there's that. So the next thing we have, still in May, we've got a lot of patriotic holidays that are kicked off by Memorial Day in May. So the first thing I'm getting you is, again, you can't see them too well. If I open them up, I'll probably never get them back, but let's see if I can show you. It's a set of LED lights. Oops, can't really call them fairy lights, but they are in that sort of star-spangled vein of red, white, and blue stars. And so you've got little battery-operated string lights of little stars. So there's, Memorial Day, Labor Day, there's 4th of July, etc., etc. So again, takes batteries, but they're very, very pretty. And by the way, that's a secret word. Star. So you got that. All right. So the next thing we have is a patriotic table runner. And this is, how big is it? 13 by 72 inches. So you've got your stripes and your stars, and you've got a table runner. There's that. I think the next one, is it still in May? I don't know. I'm so sorry. Mother's Day. You've got a canvas bag for Mother's Day. Even if you're not a mom yourself, you have a mom, you've got an aunt or an aunt or a cousin that's a mom, a sister that's a mom, a neighbor that's a mom. So if you can't use it yourself, you can always pass it on. Happy Mother's Day. Now the last thing is going to be a little bit hard to see because, of course, me and the diamond painting. So don't know if you can see it, but it's a diamond painting of flowers. A little bouquet, which I can't tell which one is which. Again, there's going to be pictures at the end of this to show you what all these things look like. Okay, there we go then. So that's it. That is what is in my giveaway. Again, all of that will go in a box. It'll be padded out with other things, especially skincare, etc., etc. But that's what it is. That's spring. That's all those holidays. Cinco de Mayo, Star Wars days, Mother's Day. Just spring has sprung. This spring equinox has just passed, and that's what I truly celebrate. I've got my Easter ears on. The general thing of spring, I would think. So let's go over this a little bit more. So as I said, you have a special word, and I did tell you and show you what it is. Going over the rules, you must be subscribed to all 7 channels publicly. You have to make a comment, a nice comment, on every video, even if you're not using that content creator's special word, should they have one. You must be 18 years or older and have a U.S. residential address. You can't have a holding company that's going to send it overseas. It has to be a residential United States address that includes Alaska and Hawaii, all 50 states. YouTube and Temu are not affiliated with this collaboration, and I'm not an affiliate or an influencer anymore. I do not have a code. Other ladies do, so please check the description box. Ladies and gents, actually, I should say ladies and gents. The other channels to see who has a code if you are brand new to Temu. I'm not responsible for lost or stolen packages. Once the winner is announced and confirmed and I ship it off, they have 48 hours to get a hold of me. But if something happens once the U.S. Postal Service takes it out of my hands, I am not responsible. These cannot be replaced. So there is that. I have probably forgotten something. So definitely read the description box in full, because you never know what tidbits you can find there. I think I'm hilarious, so I think there's bits of humor here and there too. So that's it. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you have enjoyed this unboxing, unbagging, this video, showing you what I'm going to have in my giveaway. And again, This is the Temu items. I always want to make sure that that box is jam-packed with stuff, and it usually depends on who the winner is as well. So, how do you celebrate spring? What does spring exemplify for you? A change of wardrobe, zhuzhing up your hairstyle, new makeup, a fancy dinner, a home cooked meal. How do you celebrate spring and all the holidays within it? Leave me a comment down below. Thank you so much, everybody. I love you. I love you. I love you. Give me a thumbs up for positivity, and there will be a playlist down below in the description box so you can go to video to video to video. So take care of yourselves. Take good care of each other, and I'll see you around the net. Bye.